In today's breaking story, you're about to watch Donald Trump snap at Melania in public. And believe me, this clip quickly went viral. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avallone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, Donald Trump is a disaster, and this spells big trouble for the Republicans.
What a massive move to the left, to the Democratic side we're talking about here. My goodness gracious. All right, we look at the 7th district. Kamala Harris won it by 22 points. Look at Grijalva's margin at this particular point with 87% of the estimated vote in. Look at that, 39 points. That is a 17-point over performance. And of course, this goes with what we were talking about last week, which is Democrats doing much better than they were doing in Latino districts. A lot of Latinos live in Arizona's 7th district, and not surprisingly, Grijalva doing 17 points better than Kamala Harris did back just a little less than a year ago.
Does this fit a pattern of what you have been seeing this year?
Yeah, okay, so you see this, you see 39, 22, 17-point overperformance. It ain't alone, baby. It ain't alone. Look at the average 2025 special House elections so far. Democrats are doing, on average, get this, 18 points better than Kamala Harris did back in 2024. So the 17-point overperformance last night matches the average that we see, the 18-point overperformance that Democrats have had in U.S. House elections. Again, this is one of the best signs that Democrats have had so far. When people vote, Democrats are doing significantly better than they did just a little bit less than a year ago.
Still, this hasn't stopped people from calling Donald Trump out for his ludicrous policies.
10 years ago, these folks were pro-immigration, they were anti-tariff, they were small government. They would have gone out of their minds had a Democratic president demanded stakes in Intel and rare earth mining companies. They have abandoned every single one of their policy beliefs in the service of Donald Trump. And now, most lately, they have abandoned the oath that they take to the Constitution, because they're no longer serving the Constitution. They are serving Donald J. Trump. And I'll tell you, it's a scary thing, because the institution in which I work, the Congress, was deliberately set up not to be a loyal acolyte to the president, but to be a check and a balance. And almost without exception, every single Republican has decided that that is no longer their role to play.
We're saying to the president, to our colleagues, you have to come work with us. And when you were saying we're not meeting with Dems,
the president said he would not meet with Dems, calling you guys all sorts of names.
Who he's really shutting the door on is the American people, who already know they have a healthcare system that doesn't work for them. They are already seeing dramatic increases in prices due to tariffs. They are so worried that their small businesses that also are heavily reliant on the ACA to provide health insurance are going to not be able to keep their doors open.
But now it seems Trump's troubles are not limited only to the White House. It seems his marriage may be hitting the rocks. That's right, you're about to watch Donald Trump snap at Melania in public. Take a look at today's top story. Breaking today, explosive new footage has just surfaced showing President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania in a heated exchange aboard Marine One. The video, shot Wednesday night but only now making headlines, captures the first couple sitting across from each other as the president jabs a finger toward Melania. She can be seen shaking her head in clear defiance. The confrontation unfolded as Marine One touched down on the White House South Lawn after Trump's return from the United Nations General Assembly. Only minutes later, the couple walked hand in hand for the cameras, but the tension was unmistakable. And this was not an isolated moment. Just days earlier, Melania was caught on camera spurning Trump's attempt to hold her hand, leaving him visibly frustrated. That clip, along with reports they slept in separate quarters during their UK state visit, has reignited rumors of a rocky marriage. The timing could not be worse for the president, who is already under fire for his bizarre complaints at the UN, blaming what he called sinister events like a frozen escalator and a broken teleprompter on the international body. Officials quickly pointed out those mishaps were caused by Trump's own team. But now, the world is not talking about Trump's UN grievances. It is the viral Marine One footage that is dominating headlines, a finger-pointing clash between Donald and Melania Trump that now has millions speculating about what is really happening behind closed doors at the White House. One question remains: how can Trump make America great again if he can't even make his marriage great again? Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.